Okay, so I see a lot of people going apeshit around here on old Dominique Ducharme. And I just wanted to make a little video here to discuss how I feel about the current situation, being of course the Habs coaching staff. But first, while you guys all still like me, hey, if you're a fan of the Habs or just hockey in general, please consider slapping the shit out of that shiny little red subscribe button thingy down there, as I upload hockey content daily and would really enjoy if you guys tagged along for the ride. Now, we're all upset, aren't we? We are. There ain't no doubt about it. You see, Habs fans, we're kind of like loyal dogs. Abused loyal dogs. Cause no matter how much the Habs abuse our eyes, we always come back wagging our little tails and run right back to them for the next game. It's kind of funny and sad. But anyway, moving on to our little rookie coach, Dominique Ducharme, I'm actually here to defend this man. That's right, Junkie's got his old boxing gloves on right now. Yeah! And these gloves are stained with blood. Now, granted, most of it's mine, but hey, I'm here and, whatever. So, let's remember, this is Ducharme's very first stint as a head coach in the National Hockey League. The man has had success at every other level and has a fairly good resume, if you know what I mean, moving into this position. Now, what cards has been dealt to Dominique Ducharme right now? I know last night was just a small sample size, but let's have a look at the players that this man had to deal with last night. When, before the season had begun, Bergevin preached about depth and how the Habs, they could play any team any way they wanted. Oh, jeez. Well, look at these. Yes, this was made by me. And yes, I even used crayons to do this. Because it's just so frickin' silly and sad. So I figured, hey, a crayon is a reasonable choice for this particular scenario. I went with brown because they're shit lately, and I used red because they're the Habs. Now look at this. Tell me a coach that can lead this particular group of players to the promised land. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. It doesn't matter whether it's Chris Angel, the Queen, Donatello, frickin' Otto from The Simpsons, or Rocky Balboa. It just ain't happening. The little number above these guys' heads right now represents the number of points they have. So yeah, our supposed first line last night had a grand total of 54 points between the three of them. 54 points! Moving on to the second line, which was pretty much the first line. I think we can all admit to that, right? These guys had a total combined 66 points. Wow. Damn, son. And on the third line, we had Armia, KK, and Perry. These guys had a total of 51 points. And moving on to the fourth line, I'm going to tell you right now, I've got a 3-year-old kid that can count this high because these guys only had 20 points. But they're the fourth line, so drop the gun. Now, I know these guys are missing Gallagher. They really do. But come on. They're scoring 1 goal a game most nights. Gallagher might pot a goal here and there, and he's going to bring every ounce of energy that he's got that they've sorely missed, but the issues have been going on since the very beginning of February. Not just since Gallagher's been gone, guys. Oof. It may be sad, but it's true. If I were to pick one thing about Dominique Ducharme to complain about right now, it would be the constant juggling of lines. I understand he's looking for a winning combination, but we've seen just about every possible combo now until, of course, he decides to suit up himself, put on the skates, and go out and get the job done. But you get the point, right? Nothing's been working right now. Now, I also understand that the team was playing at its best this season under Claude Julien at the very beginning, right? Whether you guys want to believe it or not, that is a fact. Then you see, things went a little sour. And by sour, I mean they began losing a lot. Which ultimately led to the end of the Claude Julien era and the beginning of the Dominique Ducharme era. Although one thing remained a constant after Claude Julien left, they didn't really stop losing. Usually we see new coaches come in and get involved and hey, what happens? The team starts winning again. But with our Habs, no. This wasn't the case. Now, do I think he's been dealt some pretty shitty cards? Whew, yeah, you better believe it. I actually do. Do you really want me to throw that lineup back up there again? Huh? Huh? It has nothing to do with the new guys, of course, that were brought onto the roster during the offseason, as these guys have been incredible. But it has more to do with the core of the team and the guys that Bergevin decided to, build the team around. Now let's face the facts here. Ducharme very well may not be the head coach of the Habs next season, and if he isn't, honestly, I hope him the best. Forget about this, Ducharme. Move on, buddy. Your career is not done yet. You're gonna find work, you're gonna go on and coach teams and possibly be successful. However, all I'm trying to say is, how many coaching changes does Bergevin have left up his sleeve before, they finally fire Bergevin and let somebody else come in and hire a whole new staff? I know this is an unpopular opinion, but Bergevin, he kind of reminds me of the guy who was granted one wish by a genie. And this weenie, Bergevin, he wished that he could have unlimited coaching changes and never be canned. Am I right? Am I right? I think I'm right. Not too many GMs get to, hire and fire a dozen coaches during their stint with one team. And listen, I'll give Bergevin some credit where credit is due as well. I think the Habs are in a better position right now, prospect-wise, than what they were when Bergevin first got his job. The cupboards appear to be full. Laval has a winning team. In fact, one of the best, if not the best team in the AHL right now. So that's a plus. And I think Bergevin and Timmins deserve a little praise here. However, the Habs themselves is where the problem currently is. It's just, I don't even know how to describe it actually. I don't think there are words in the English dictionary to explain this. No, there may be a few words in the old Newfoundland dictionary, but hey, y'all probably won't even know what the hell I'm saying here. But whether the Habs fail to make the playoffs or get swept in the first round, it doesn't matter to me. I honestly think that they're not playing well enough right now to be a playoff team. I'm sorry guys, that's gonna sting, but it's just how it is. And by some miracle, they're still in there due to the circumstances. This season, by all indication, appears to be a wash. It's time for a change, guys. It really is. I know people hate hearing this, and hey, if you're against it, I'm not telling you you're wrong. In fact, let me know in the comment section how everybody feels, as I really enjoy hearing what you guys all have to say on this situation. But I don't know. Count me into the group that if the Habs, even if they make the playoffs this year, I don't know. I'm beginning to lose faith. It's hard to keep faith in the team right now, seeing how bad they're struggling. I know they've got injuries, but as I said before, this has gone on since before the injuries even started. I began feeling this way right back in February. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Dominique Ducharme is taking a little too much heat lately? Or do you think that he deserves to get the boot after the season ends and Bergevin gets to pick yet again another coach? Times are tough, but let me know.